The text came in at 3:17 a.m., lighting up the dark like a small explosion. "Are you asleep? He said you were with me." I stared at the screen, my thumb hovering, my chest tightening in a way I'd never felt before. The room smelled faintly of her shampoo. Her phone lay face down on the nightstand, silent now, innocent looking. She was asleep beside me, breathing slow and even, her back turned. I told myself there had to be a mistake. A wrong number. A drunk friend. Anything but what my mind was already screaming. For weeks before that night, something had been off. Not dramatically, nothing you could point to and say there it is. Just small fractures. Missed calls she didn't return. Smiles that didn't quite reach her eyes. The way she'd tilt her phone away when texting. Like a reflex she didn't realize she developed. When I asked how her day was, her answers came out rehearsed, too smooth, like lines memorized in advance. I blamed myself first. Work had been brutal. I'd been distant, tired, shorter than usual. Maybe she felt lonely. Maybe I was imagining things because marriage does that. It teaches you to doubt your instincts before you doubt the person you love. That night after the text, I didn't wake her. I unlocked her phone with the code I'd known for years. My hand shook so badly I had to sit on the edge of the bed. The messages weren't explicit. That was the worst part. They were intimate in quieter ways. Inside jokes I didn't recognize. Complaints about feeling invisible. Plans that never quite named what they were. And then one message, sent earlier that evening, hollowed me out completely. "I wish I was waking up next to you instead." I don't remember how long I sat there. Minutes. Hours. Time folded in on itself. Every memory I had of us. Our first apartment, the way she cried at our wedding, the lazy Sundays, replayed with a new bitter filter. How many of those moments had been shared with someone else in her head? In the morning, I asked her casually why she'd been out so late the night before. She didn't even hesitate. "Work ran long. You were already asleep." The lie slid out effortlessly. That hurt almost as much as the truth. I didn't confront her right away. Cowardice, maybe. Or love. I kept watching, listening. The way she flinched when her phone buzzed. The sudden password change. The late-night showers. Each detail stacked on the last until I felt buried alive by evidence I never wanted. When I finally said his name, because by then I knew it, she went very still. "It didn't mean to happen," she whispered, eyes filling. "I was lonely." He listened. "I didn't think it would go this far." I wanted to scream. Instead, I asked the only question that mattered. "Were you ever going to tell me?" She couldn't answer. That was the moment something in me went quiet. Not anger. Not rage. Just a deep aching clarity. I realized that even if she begged, even if she ended it, I would never again sleep peacefully beside her. Love without trust isn't love, it's vigilance. It's self-erasure. So I made a decision she never saw coming. I packed a bag while she slept. Just the essentials. I stood in the doorway once, watching her chest rise and fall, memorizing the face I had once planned my entire life around. I didn't leave a note. There were no words left that wouldn't sound like lies. I walked out before the sun came up. For weeks after, the guilt gnawed at me. Not for leaving, but for how I left. No explanation. No farewell. But silence was the only boundary I had left to protect myself. Any conversation would have pulled me back into justifying pain I didn't deserve. Healing didn't come quickly. Some nights it still doesn't. But I learned something vital in the quiet aftermath. Choosing yourself isn't abandonment. It's survival. I didn't disappear to punish her. I disappeared to save the parts of me that still believed in honesty, in dignity, in love that doesn't ask you to doubt your own worth. And every morning now, when the sun comes up, I'm still here. Whole. Breathing. Free.